Know that your phone is like a mini DSLR. Well, today's video is about how to use DSLR like features in your mobile phone. Do you remember the old small cameras from Sony and Canon? People would just point them to their subjects and click it. Technically, they were called point to shoot cameras. Then came the DSLRs. They give you a lot more control over your photography. Today, I want to teach you how to take control of your photos using your mobile phone. I'll teach you in a way even a 10-year-old child can easily learn. Well, I use VIVO V20, which I think is an amazing phone, especially for the photography. It has a pro feature which you can also find in your camera because it is available in most of the phones. Let's get the show on the road.
I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord forgive me for my sins, don't know of me.
On the photo menu, if you go to more, you find a pro option. 4 controls that are very important to photography. First option is ISO that ranges up to 3200 but can go much higher in some phones. Second is shutter speed that ranges from fraction of a second up to 32 seconds per shot. Third is white balance to control how your phone reads white color. And fourth is aperture. It's not in all phones, but I'll explain. Let's use this window as an example. You see the light when you open the window. Amount of light that enters the room depends how much window is open. This is your ISO. When you open the window and then close it, you can only see outside while the window was open. That's your shutter speed. Your window size is the aperture. Bigger the window, greater the visibility. Let's now see some examples. Here we have a stationary subject in the background and a moving subject behind it. With the auto mode, you cannot capture the subject without a motion because camera doesn't know whether the subject is moving or not. In this case, your shutter speed comes handy. A faster shutter speed will get rid of the motion. In this example, the motion is substantial and you can decide what speed gets you the desired results. You will need some practice to decide the right shutter speed. Sometimes a very high shutter speed kills the motion, where a very slow shutter speed adds a trail. A shutter speed between 800 to 1200 is ideal for fast moving subjects. I have now come to capture moving lights, but here I need a slow shutter speed. I set my shutter speed to 1.6 and it means I let my shutter remain open for 1.6 seconds. Here is how it looks. Now if I increase the speed, it captures less motion because it clicks very quickly. When I reduce the speed to 1 second, I get this. Now I click 3 shots on 0.6 seconds speed and let's see how different they look. The result really depends on the amount of light, motion and density of the traffic. Talking about the aperture, it is relatively easier to control. Since my phone does not have aperture, I'm using my DSLR. Aperture is measured in f-stop, like f1.8 to f22 in my lens. f1.8 will blur the background and keep the subject in focus like this shot. And here the aperture is f11 and we can see a clearer background. As I said, it is easier to control. ISO is light sensitivity. My phone thinks 391 is the right ISO in this condition, but let's try different values. I'm taking some pictures on ISO 125, ISO 500, ISO 800 and ISO 2000. You can see as ISO is increased, more light is captured. But that does not mean that you can always keep the ISO highest in low light conditions because higher ISO leads to noise and grains. After zooming these two photos taken on ISO 500 and ISO 2000, you can see that the photo with ISO 2000 is a little noisy. So use the ISO carefully. White balance is the process of removing unrealistic color casts so that objects which appear white in person are rendered white in your photo. Subjects may be lit by a number of light sources such as sunlight, incandescent light, and fluorescent bulbs. You can try these presets based on the light, or you can also define your own light temperature. I am setting my white balance to cloudy because it is cloudy out here and my subject looks exactly how my eyes see it. Well, that was the end of the tutorial and I hope it was insightful. Click on the left thumbnail to check out solo vlogging tutorial and the right thumbnail for a hidden wildlife treasure near Lucknow while you enjoy some of my wildlife photographs taken in last 20 years from various Indian wildlife sanctuaries. Do watch my other tutorials, wildlife films and family vlogs. Thank you for watching.